And the Cavaliers already with a focused look on their faces as they arrived earlier, planning on a strong performance in their home building. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You take a look at Garland. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there are just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. And it's the great in at the 1. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Here's Garland. The Rockets taking the shot. Allen inside. Brooks covering. Allen shot is off. Pass to the great. Fires the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Thompson. Mobley with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's the great. Guarded by Garland. 6 to shoot. Here's the great. Hunter grabs the miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Garland kicks to Hunter. Allen a screen on Green. And here's Garland for 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Thompson a screen on Garland. Mitchell with it. Now Green defending. Here's the great. Oh!
My goodness.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Strus missing.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Sengun, Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Thompson sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Pass to Garland. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Mobley outside. Mitchell wide open. And another miss by Cleveland.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Mobley. Hasn't made one yet. Strus finds Garland. Hits it from 3-point range.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
This one for 3, and the basket by the Great. The Great's got 9.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Garland left side. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Cavs. Here's the Great, guarded by Garland. Thompson, a screen on Garland. Here's the Great, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Outside Garland, Strus in the corner. Outside Garland, and here's Mitchell from the arc. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Here's the Great, guarded by Garland. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now, here's Garland. Guarded closely. Mitchell in the corner. No good with the triple. Houston leading by 5. Here's the Great. 11 points in the game. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Out to the wing. The wide open look here for Garland. And so it's the Houston Rockets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem...
A different look now for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. The Rockets also changing it up. Brooks checked in for Smith. Green comes in for Whitmore. And the Great subbed in for Fred VanVleet. So on the floor for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's the Great in at the point. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Mitchell passes to Hunter. Rocket 6. The 3 from Garland. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The Great's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Mitchell against Green. Cleveland moving the ball around. Hunter sets a screen for Garland. And another miss by Cleveland.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to the great. Fires from the line. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that's because of the size and strength of Mitchell. If you're going to foul him, you've got to make sure it's so good that he can't get the N1.
Jerome, he's checked in for Mobley. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith is checked in. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
The three from Garland. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
Eason, a screen on Garland, and Garland comes to help. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Allen comes in for Wiseman. And it's Mobley in for Ty Jerome. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. They kick it out to Green. And stolen by Mobley. Tipped away. Outside, Green. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
The three from Garland. The great grabs the miss. The great's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Out to Brooks. The three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got 9 points now in the quarter.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Mitchell, nice shot from 10 feet out.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We'll return shortly.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Cavaliers.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The great passes to Şengün. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Rockets leading by 15. The shake. And the basket by the Great. The Great's got 4 points this quarter. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Here's the Great. He's got 22. Locked up there for Şengün. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Pass to Mobley. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Rockets number 1.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Screen by Şengün. Locked up there for Şengün. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Highlight reel play from Şengün. Great timing.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the call will go against the Great. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
Mobley outside. Pass to Hunter. And Thompson sends it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 17. Mobley kicks to Garland. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's the Great. 22 points for him. Takes the 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Hunter. Garland's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Cavs. Here's the Great. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. The Great's got 7 now in this quarter. Mitchell is doubled. Allen surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Garland, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Thompson outside. Green passes to the Great. Back to Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Max Strus is checked in for Cleveland. And a switch here also for Houston. Eason's checked in. .139 left in the third quarter. Back to Garland. Pass to Strus. Outside Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's the great. Good D by Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Over Green. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And the basket by the great. The great's got 10 points here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Good work there as it goes. 18 points for Darius Garland.
Who says the mid-range is dead? If the defense gives it, Darius Garland will take it.
Here's the great, guarded by Garland. Here's the great, and another three for Houston.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Mitchell looking it over. Out to the right wing. And that's good. Darius Garland for three. Garland's got 21.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become a different look now for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Wiseman. Mobley comes in for Max Strus, and it's Mitchell in for Garland. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Jabari Smith. Thompson comes in for Green, and the great subbed in for Fred VanVleet. So on the floor for Houston, we've got him and Thompson. The great out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Şengün in at the center.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Pass to Jerome. Back to Mobley. Hunter, the pass to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Pulls up. Hunter, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Launches a three. Here's the great. And at last, they get one to fall. The great's got 33. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Jerome. Mobley trying to free himself up. Jerome, good.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, the great.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness? as well, and what it means for a player.
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Allen, a screen on Brooks. Hunter, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's
You got to be kidding.
Getting it done on both ends, and it's in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Garland dishes to Allen. Pass to Hunter. Back to Allen. 17-foot shot on the way. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Allen.
Well, Darius Garland clearly in a groove, and his teammates just rely on him to get great production.
Thompson outside. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Cavaliers now. Hunter kicks to Garland. Connects from three-point range.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Şengün with a screen on Garland. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's the great. Good on the triple.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, the Great.